You know, just a few hours ago, we sat on the other side of this room, had a grand old time watching the return of Rockingham Speedway. We watched a great race, or a solid race. Yes, there were quite a few cautions. But do you know what NASCAR did to just take it away from us, to take away the excitement? They disqualified Justin Bonsignore, if I pronounced that right, and he is no longer in 36th place. And the results that we saw over there, completely different. Major change in the race with Bonsignore not finishing 36th. In other post-race inspection news, Jesse Love got disqualified. I guess that's a big deal for some reason. They're telling me over there it's a big deal. Yeah, Jesse Love got disqualified. The winner of the Xfinity Series race, the return to Rockingham Speedway, he got tossed. Announced just a few minutes ago. News, the number 2 car has been disqualified following post-race inspection at Rockingham Speedway for issues pertaining to the rear suspension. Sammy Smith has been declared the winner of today's race, the most popular and favorite driver in the Xfinity Series right now. So Jesse Love goes from getting his second win of the season. I believe this was his first non-super speedway win in the Xfinity Series. Well, he's back to where he was this morning. No non-super speedway wins in the Xfinity Series. He had arguably the best car today, led 53 laps, had the fastest lap of the race, scored some stage points, obviously won the race. Well, take that all away. No fastest lap for you. No win for you. No playoff points for you. Instead, you get to finish all the way down here in... Does he finish 37th or 38th? Because now that Justin Bonsignore, which, by the way, he got disqualified for too many loose lug nuts on the car. Who finishes lower in the disqualification? Is that based on track? But if they're both disqualified, it's as if they didn't exist. Like, who finishes? Because they haven't updated the results here. Very interesting. I need to know this soon. I'll update you in the comments once I get that. Anyways, the Xfinity Series, I think it was the director, Eric Peterson, described the rules violation. Here's what he had to say.
The rule that they violated was 14.14.2 I5.H. So that's truck trailing arm spacers and pinion angle shims as the area of that rule. And that way that rule reads is all mating surfaces between the truck trailing arms and the U-bolt saddle must be in complete contact with each other at all times. And unfortunately, that was not the case when we did the teardown on the 2 car, and they were disqualified.
Someone smarter than me can translate that into, I guess, simpler terms, but they did not like something on the rear of the car. The back of the car was illegal. And usually when it comes to disqualifications and post-race inspection, it's down to measurement. So it's pretty hard to overturn. Now, we have seen results, disqualifications. Remember Chase Briscoe? Well, I guess that wasn't a disqualification, but they had a massive technical penalty that was found at the R&D Center, a 100-point penalty. It was something with the spoiler, so it was something technical, something a part of the car, and we saw that get overturned, which we rarely see in instances where it's the actual physical car that gets penalized. It's very rare that we see an appeal won. So I'm curious to see if RCR appeals, and then I'm also curious to see if they do indeed appeal. Do they win the appeal? Does Jesse Love get his win, playoff points, regular season points? Does he get that all back? And then on the flip side of things, let's just assume that it's going to stay that way, which it more than likely will. That means Sammy Smith has won. He is in the playoffs just a few weeks after his shenanigans, we'll call them. At Martinsville, he comes out and wins at Rockingham. Obviously, he did do a post-race interview. He said this is not the way he wanted to win. I don't think any driver wants to win like this, but it's a win. It's 5 playoff points. It gets you into the playoffs early in the season. That's a really big deal for that team. I think they won twice last year, maybe only the one time at Talladega in the fall. So it's a really big deal for that number 8 team. It's a really big deal for Sammy Smith, his confidence, all of that. So really big deal for the number 8 team. Jesse Love tweeted out, there's a reason I did not mention the trophy. I mentioned the playoff points, the win itself, Well, Jesse Love tweeted after the news, "Good thing my house has a safe," with the trophy emoji. That is how I learned that he got disqualified. I logged onto Twitter, saw that tweet, was very confused to what it meant, and then I saw the news. There's also this tweet, so that's kind of funny, I guess, between Zilich and Jesse Love. Don't worry, they're friends. It's nothing toxic, obviously. But, yeah, so the new results of the race. Sammy Smith's your winner. Parker Retzlaff, P2. P3, Harrison Burton. What a podium right there. Brendan Poole gets 4th. Taylor Gray gets a top 5. Austin Hill 6th. Josh Williams 7th. Jeb Burton 8th. Daniel Dye 9th. And now Jeremy Clements gets a top 10. So, big, sudden change here in the Xfinity Series. The return to Rockingham Raceway or Speedway. Let me know what your thoughts were on the race. I thought we had a really good trucks race yesterday. The Xfinity race was solid. It was a little caution heavy at times, but we saw some solid racing. We saw some exciting moments. Fuel mileage in both races kind of added a different element of spice, but it was really cool to see this track back. Awesome to see the fans at the track supporting one of their favorite tracks and to see them supporting their drivers, their teams, whatever it may be. But great to see Rockingham back on the schedule. As I said, fan favorite. Great to see the fans supporting it. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. No cup race tomorrow. Only time I'm going to say that this year until postseason. So don't get used to it. We got an F1 race tomorrow. Still haven't decided if I'm going to do anything for that yet because it's Easter tomorrow, but I'll let you know on that. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. As I said, I'll update you on if Bonsignore or Jesse Love finishes higher.